Hello guys, this is Roger Gamer 06. How's everyone doing today? Today I thought I'll do a part 2 of my Final Fantasy games collection. But before I begin, subscribe to my channel and be sure to leave a like. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you won't miss a video. So today I'm going to go over the games that came out for the PS2, PS4, and PS5. So let's get right into it. And of course, y'all probably saw this coming. Final Fantasy X. This was the first game to be released on the PS2. Uh, and it's the first game to have voices. Yes, we actually get to hear voices in these characters. And I've only played this game once, and that was it. Uh, so I don't remember the story too much. Here's the spine and the back. And it is rated T for teen. For blood and violence. It's one player, memory card, 64 KB, vibration function, analog control, digital control. It says the world lies on the brink of destruction. Only a select few may be able to save it. Characters with voices, real time facial expressions, complete 3D environments, newly designed battle system. Very cool. One thing I know about this game, it's very colorful. At least to me it is. So there's your disc and your booklet. And of course, I didn't know it would be the second game I think that spawned the sequel. Like I said in my last video of this, I believe it was Final Fantasy V that had a sequel. It was a cartoon. Well, this is the first game, to my knowledge, to get a sequel. Final Fantasy X-2. Again, I've only played this game once, and if I'm not mistaken, uh, well, no, maybe I was gonna say this might have been the first game where there's more than one endings, but I think Final Fantasy VI did that first. I don't know. I'm not for sure. So I've only played it once. Again, I don't know the story or anything. It's been so long. Okay, I played these games when I was still in my teens. So, but I do want to go back and replay these. And for a long time, I thought this was Lulu. It's not. It's Pain. So she's a new character. But these two were from the main game, Final Fantasy X. So as you can see, by then it was Square Enix. So I guess that's when they changed the name around this when this came out. There's the spine and the back. So yeah, she's got a different outfit, and her weapon is these two pistols now. She don't have that staff anymore. Unless she does later in the game. And like I said, I didn't play this game in a very long time. And of course, it's rated T for teen. Suggestive themes and violence. One player, memory card, 186 KB, digital control, analog control, and vibration function. It says, last time she saved the world, this time it's personal. Yuna's story continues in the first true sequel of the Final Fantasy series. New dangers threaten Spyra. Familiar allies are at hand, and somewhere, somehow, a friend may still be alive. That's kind of a spoiler alert. I guess. I think I know what it's talking about. Change jobs in the heat of battle. Enter an exciting mission-based story with non-linear gameplay. Experience dynamic combat. You open it up. Alright. If I have to mention, I think Final Fantasy X came out 2001. Yeah. And I believe this came out 2002, I think. No, 2003. It's what it's saying. So, and then we have Final Fantasy 12. I believe this came out 2006, the year I graduated high school, so very old. Again, just like Final Fantasy 10 and 10 2, I've only played this once. Yeah, for whatever reason, the newer Final Fantasy game at the time, I don't know, I kind of just stopped playing Final Fantasy. I mean, I wasn't bored with it. I just, I played the old ones so much, because 7, 8, and 9, those were the games I really grew up with. So the later games, I just played it once and never looked back. But I do want to revisit these games. So, love the cover. It's the first time that it doesn't have a logo between the titles. So again, it's rated T for teen. Here's the spine in the back. It's rated T for teen for alcohol reference, fantasy violence, mild language, partial nudity, suggestive themes. It says, discover the secret that will unravel an empire. As war looms on the horizon, the Maya Arcadian Empire begins a campaign to subjugate its neighbors. The small kingdom of Dalmasca was one such neighbor, and it is here that our tale begins. In a fight for freedom, fallen royalty and unlikely allies must struggle to liberate their homeland. Trace the mysteries behind the Empire's invasion and unmask the players in a drama of justice and betrayal. If this did spawn a sequel called Remnant Wing for the DS, I don't have that, but I do want to get that. I never played that one. Here's the inside of it. I like the cover and the booklet as well. So very cool. And this does go back to like the steampunk kind of feel, like what they did with Final Fantasy IX. So very cool. And I got one more for the PS2. And this is actually my second copy. My original copy got stolen. I bought it brand new way back when it came out, but it got stolen. So I bought another one on eBay. I guess last year or 2 years ago. And that is Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII. And as you can see, it's Vincent. Yes, he is a main character in this. It's rated T for teen. I believe this also came out in 06. Yes, it did. So this and Final Fantasy 12 came out in 06. I keep forgetting because back in the day, like late 90s, especially early 2000, we would get sequels every year. Sometimes we get 2 games in the franchise within 1 year. Nowadays, it's not like that. So, this is a game that not a lot of people talk about. Here's the spine and the back. And this does take place, I believe, a year later after the movie Advent Children. It says, Midgar died, something survived. A mysterious organization had emerged from the devastation of meteorfall, and the enigmatic Vincent Valentine may be the only hope to save the shattered world. Set after the events in Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, this entirely new game features familiar characters, blazing gunfighting action, and the latest chapter of the world's favorite storyline. So, yeah, I mean, they look like how they looked in Advent Children. One part I did like about this game, it might be a spoiler, but one of the chapters, you play as Cait Sith. It's really cool. It's stealth that you can't fight, but I like that part. I don't hate it. It was okay. I mean, I tolerate it because I love Final Fantasy VII, and you do revisit locations from the original game, such as the train graveyard in the Midgar section, Shinra Mansion, Calm, the first town you go to after leaving Midgar. Actually, that's where you're at in the beginning of the game. So, but gameplay I think was a little awkward. The gameplay mechanic, the combat was a little awkward. Now, I believe it does have materials. I know you can upgrade weapons, I think. So here's your disc and the booklet. So, I mean, if you're a huge Final Fantasy VII fan like me, this might be worth checking out. Again, it's up to you. It's not very expensive. I think I think I paid this like 20, maybe $30. And as you can see, it's in great condition. I like how the cover is like shiny. Might be hard to see because of the glare, but yeah, it's an awesome cover. I love the cover, so really cool. So that's all I've got on the PS2. I am going to move on with the PS4. And of course, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I bought this on day one. Here's the spine and the back. And of course, it's rated T for teen. Language, suggestive themes, use of alcohol and tobacco, and violence. Says the legend returns for all generations. What begins as a rebellion against an evil corporation becomes much more, and what erupts goes beyond imagination. The story of this first standalone game in the Final Fantasy VII Remake project covers up to the party's escape from Midgar and goes deeper into the events occurring in the city than the original Final Fantasy VII. So you have 2 discs. This is the data disc. And then you have the play disc. I think it's got a reversible cover. This is just a warranty. Anything? You can barely see it, but it has a logo right there. And also, we get these little cards. I'll show it to you real fast. There's Cloud and Barret. You have Tifa and Aerith. And then Sephiroth. And there's a logo. So that came with that. I think, because see, I bought this at Walmart, okay, back when it came out. And I think these might have been Walmart exclusive. I'm not for sure. So, although this was a fun game, I don't like how they altered the story. I don't want to say much in case you guys didn't play it. I don't want to spoil it. It is fun. I mean, if you love Final Fantasy 7 like me, I think you'll enjoy it. But I hate that they're changing the story around a little bit. I don't know why they're doing that. I mean, just stick with the original story. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. But I have not played Intergrade, which adds Yuffie's story. I did buy it digital and I started playing it, but for whatever reason I stopped playing it. I need to get back into it. So, but what's interesting, I heard that the Intergrade version is coming to Switch 2. So, that should be interesting. I have not played Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because, like I said, I hate that they altered the story. and that might be the reason why I haven't picked up Rebirth. I kind of want to play it, but I kind of don't. So maybe I'll play it one day. So yeah, and I would be surprised if they put that on the Switch 2 as well. So that's that. And then we have Final Fantasy 12, The Zodiac Age. This is a limited steelbook edition. There's your cover. So it's like a remastered version. And it says new Zodiac job system with improved battle mechanics, fully remastered visuals and music, including true 7.1 surround sound, endless adventure, including hunts, battles, and mini games. Of course, Rate T14, mild blood, suggestive themes, violence. I believe this came out 2017. So, yeah. I don't know if this is a PS4 only or you can get it on the Xbox and PC. Maybe, I think. I could be wrong. So let's check out the Steelbook. So the same cover. Here's the spine and the back. And here is the inside. I love the artwork on this disc. It's very nice. And I do want to play this. Because like I said, I've only played this game once. Way back on the PS2. I have not played this version. I did started it on the PS4. But again, I stopped playing it. I don't know why. So that's that. This is just like a Final Fantasy 14 advertisement. Stormblood. I guess it's a DLC. I'm not for sure. So I'm just going to put this disc back. Okay, and put this back up. And this is not very expensive. I mean, I bought this used on eBay like 2 years ago, maybe, or just last year. I've only paid like maybe $25, I think, if that. So, but I don't know how much it is now, but maybe it's still cheap. So, if you think this is cool, like I said, go on eBay, check it out. Maybe Amazon has it. So, and I got one more game to show you. And that is the latest one, Final Fantasy 16. I know Rebirth was the latest one, but as far as number goes, this is the latest one. I played a demo and I loved it. This game is good. I did a review on it a while back, so check that out if you haven't already. Here's the spine. I don't think this is on the PS4. I think this is PS5 only. I don't know if it's on PC now or not. It might be. So, and it's rated M for mature this time. It's not rated T for teen. So it's for violence, blood and gore, sexual themes, partial nudity, and strong language. And it says, fate is red and fire. Breaker bonds embrace Clyde's iconic power, and summon your destiny. I believe that's the name of the summon in this game. Dynamic action RPG combat, immense icon battles, dark fantasy world. It's one player, 100 gigabyte, and this came out 2023, so about 2 years ago. So here is the inside. I guess it's a reversible cover. And more Final Fantasy 14 advertisement. Yeah, you can reverse the covers. So, I have not played. I know they released like 2 or 3 store DLCs for this game. I think last year, but I have not played it yet. I want to. I just haven't got around to it. I've been busy, you know, doing videos for my YouTube channel, So, I'm trying to get through Parasite Eve 2 and all that good stuff. But, yeah, I need to get the DLC and check those out. So, not a bad game. Check it out if you haven't already. And this isn't the first Final Fantasy game to be rated infant mature. I believe the first Final Fantasy game to be rated infant mature would be Final Fantasy Type O or Type 0, however you say that. Uh, I haven't heard much about that game, so I don't know if it's good or not. I never played it. So, anyway, guys, that is it. That is my part 2 of my Final Fantasy games collection. I hope you like it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit that bell button so you guys will not miss a video. So, thank you for watching. I do appreciate you. Have a great week. I'll see you guys later. And, yeah, stay tuned for more videos. More Parasite Eve 2 coming your way, more Resident Evil, all that good stuff. And I'll do a part 3 of this at some point. I'm not for sure when, but I'll get to it. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Take it easy.